It's another weekend for our weekly analysis where we talk about what happened in the market the previous week and what we expect of the market the previous week. And after the week, what actually comes to fruition. Today's date is 15th of the month of June 2025. And today's analysis will be what I'll be using for the market from the 16th to 20th of June 2025. Sorry. So without wasting much of our time, let's dive straight into today's business. So we'll start with our blue order, which is the dollar index. Dollar index, as of last week, I was interested in the market price visiting the level 100 as long as the market price stays above 98,500, and expecting if the market price goes below 98,500, we should be expecting the level 97 big figure thereabouts. If we should find a resistance around 97,500. So the present market condition, the level 97 big figure and 97,500, the market is still shy of the level 97,500 because the low of this candle comes in at the low of that candle comes in at 97,602. So 97,602. So the level 97,500 is yet to be delivered, and if the market price should deliver 97,500, then we should be expecting 97 big figure and a possible movement into 96,532. So how I will be deciding on this is, since the market price is trading below 98,500, if the run should remain, so I'll be expecting the level 97,500 to serve as the resistance. If the market price stays below 97,500, the level I'll be watching will be 96,532. That is the low I'm expecting the dollar index visiting. If the market price could deliver 96,532, then we are dropping harder. But we have been entrapped in this area. We've been ranging in this area for a while. We've been ranging here, and the blue box is the monthly order block level. Let's quickly check it. So ooh, sorry. Weekly order block, sorry. Weekly order block level is the weekly order block level. So the market price has been ranging inside the weekly order block level. So what I am watching is that if the market price found resistance around 97,500, then we should be seeing 97, then up to 96,532 on the downside. So I'll be watching that downside alongside with my previous week analysis that is still targeting above, if the market price found its way above 98,500 again. So If the market price supports in 98,500, if it serves as a support, then we'll be going back to the previous week's bias. But if the resistance remains below 93 97,500, if the resistance remain if 90 okay, let me put it that way. If 97,500 serve as a resistance to the price, then I'll be watching 97 big figure and 96,532. But at the end, if the market price fund is way back into the upper part of this blue shaded area, then we should be seeing 100. So that is that. Let's go to our GBP USD, which is our cable. I don't want it to be lengthy. So on cable last week, I was interested in the market price visiting 1.37 thousand. 1.37 thousand, and if 1.37 thousand is being delivered, we should see 1.38 thousand. So presently 1.37 thousand is still yet to be met. So that means we are sticking to the previous week's bias on what? On GBP USD, which is our cable. So I'm still interested in 1.37 big figure. That is 1.37 thousand. So as long as the market price stays above this yellow shaded area, I'm still interested in being bullish. Then on our fiber last week, I was interested in the level 1.15733. 1.15733, which happens to be the eye of this candle here. And the eye of that candle, this high 1.15733, has been taken. So the next thing I'll be watching now is that level gonna remain? The new high here, is around 1.16315. 1.16315 is 1.16315 here. So what would I be watching the coming week? On fiber, let's check the weekly chart. On fiber, we've exhausted the previous week run, so I'll be expecting a kind of a kind of little retracement. But nevertheless, if the market price leaves 1.16315, is 1. If 1.16315, if it remains unreaded, then we should be expecting a movement into 1.15 big figure. So that means 1.15 big figure, that is 1.15 thousand, should serve as a support to the price. That will take us higher. But the moment 1.15 thousand gives way, then we should be able to see 1.14 thousand and below. So I'm watching 1.15 big figure to serve as a support that will take us higher. So let's go to S&P 500. S&P 500 last week, I was expecting 58.55 to serve as a support to the price. At least that will take us into 61,000, 6100. sorry, 61,000 is just coming into my mouth. So 6100 was unable, we were unable to see 6100. 6100 was just some movement here. We have the high was 60.87. So the coming week, I will be interested in the market price visiting 6100 as long as the market price stays above the midpoint of this bus. So I am still interested in market price tapping into 6100. So I think that is that on S&P 500. On that futures last week, I was interested in the market price visiting 43 to 44, 43, 43, sorry, 41,500. Yes, 41,500 to should serve as a support to the price that will lead us into 43,000. So 43,000 was delivered beautifully. The year of that candle comes at 41, 43, 101 43,108. Sorry. Why the eye of this candle comes in at 43,231. So the next. Personally, I will still be watching 41,500. How is the market price intending to use the 41,500? So that means 41,500 remain my support level, and I will be watching how the market price will react and go towards 44,000 on the long term. So Nasdaq last week, I was interested in the market price visiting 22,000. So I was interested in the market price visiting 22,000, and 22,000 was tapped, and we left 22,166. So, and that, you can't call that a coincidence. So I'll be watching this high here. Sorry, how the market will react to this level here. So that means I will be watching 22 around 22,200. The coming week, I'll be watching how the market price will visit 22,200. How the market is ready to react to 22,200. As long as the market price stays above 21,000. So my defense line is 21,000. 21,000 is expected to serve as a support to the price that will deliver 22,200 lowest hanging fruits. Then to gold. Gold last week, I was interested in the consequent encroachment of the buy side imbalance, sell side inefficiency, which is around 30, which is around 32 or 30, 32.50 or thereabout, sure. But I was interested in that level that will take us into 3400. So we saw 3400 being delivered. 3400 has been delivered. Then I am watching the coming week, the midpoint here. If you could see the market price visiting 3500. If the run is sustainable, I will be interested in 3500. 3,500. So now to the last but not the least, which is the BTC. BTC last week I was interested in one, the market price gravitating towards 108, around 108 and 100,000. 100,000, and we went as far as 110, 110. So we've seen the BTC revisiting 110. So what does that mean? I'm still within that parameter. I'm still within that parameter. So I'm still within the parameter of 108,000. 108,000. As long as the market price stays above this yellow line. So, and if it drops below the yellow line, the midpoint of the yellow line, then we should be expecting 100. So if we should see BTC trading into 100 and below, then we are coming down. We are coming down, down, down. So at this junction, I'll be calling you today. Thank you for coming this far with us. Thank you for being part of the family. Really love and appreciate. A quick disclaimer before I leave: I am not a licensed financial advisor. Everything in this video is for educational purpose alone. The fact that I have my money behind it doesn't mean you should do the same thing. Trading the forex markets comes with a lot of risk, and you should know your risk appetite before venturing into the trading industry. The forex industry is the hardest place to found or to see quick money. It's not a get rich quick scheme, unlike what the social media portrays today, because we have uncertainty, we have different events, we have WAR happening in some part of the world. That means it will tell on their economy. So don't just come into the forex industry and start gambling. So you should know the prerequisites of any business you want to venture into. So I'll be calling today. Thank you for coming this time. I really love and appreciate you. Be safe, trade responsibly, and have a wonderful week ahead. Bye for now.